All right, let's get started. Hey, everybody. I'm the MoeChicken. Shut up, me. Shut up. Hey, everybody. I'm the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. Yes, welcome, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. I had a pretty good Tuesday. Not really too much to complain about. I went to the Barnes and Noble to do some worky work, which was good. Got it done, which was nice. Get over there, keyboard. And tonight we're doing another craft. I have picked up yet another handicraft because I just love making things. For those of you who are in my Discord, you might know I have recently started carving wood. I've started doing wood carving, and so far, pretty fun, honestly. Do they still have Starbucks in Barnes and Noble? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a Starbucks. They've got a coffee shop. I think it's a Starbucks. I don't really drink coffee very much. Well, let me amend that. Actually, just about every time I go there, I do get a tall, like, regular coffee at some point, just because I don't make it myself at home, and I don't know, seems reasonable. But what was I saying? Yes, so I picked up wood carving, and so I wanted to do some of it tonight. I will show you what I have been working on, which is just kind of a weird thing, and I will start work on a new, just kind of a weird thing. Do they bare feet or balloons yet? Not quite yet, but they're getting there. Let's see. Let me switch over to the right screen. It's not display. This one? There we go. Okay, yes. Hello, it's my hands again. So yeah, we're gonna be making a wooden thing tonight. So, as I said, I just started getting into this recently. There's a lot I still don't really know about. Why does that look like that? Hang on. Why does that look like that? Chat box? Why is it like a... It looks like a screen grab. What's going on here? Hang on. What is this? What is this scene? Window capture. What do you Oh. I've got a I think this was from a previous time when my chat wasn't working. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. The legible one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I have recently started carving. I got a book, which got me into it. Here, I'll get the book. Give me a sec. I got this not too terribly long ago. Is this going to be it's going to be reversed? No. Okay. Yeah. Whittling for Beginners. This kind of got me interested in it. Because as with so many other things that we should have music. Let me turn on some music. Give me a sec. This on. This. Okay, so there should be some music going. Hopefully it's not too overpowering. If it is, let me know. It's a little loud for me, though. My streak is almost as old as old man's walker. Old man Moe's walker. It's incredible. Yeah, as with so many other things, I just like making stuff, and I have a fondness for anything that involves, like, equipment. I think that goes back to my enthusiasm for Legend of Mana. I just like being able to like I always loved the idea of being like a Legend of Mana blacksmith, where I could just like make anything out of anything, just like go like adventure out in the world, find things, bring them home, and then like make armor. Do you own a Dremel? I do own a Dremel, but I'm trying to do as much of this as I can by hand or without like electronic tools. Anyway, so what I've been doing recently, though, I have been playing around with just kind of like objects is the best way for me to put it. One of the first things that the first thing I made was this little object. It was just me trying to like figure out how to use the knife. Then I made this little MoeChicken thing. I don't know, it's a thing. It's like a little profile of me. And what I'm like, basically what I'm trying to learn is how to like get used to using all the tools. And so for right now, I've just been kind of making these weird little like totem looking things. I want to have a hole through all of them so that you could potentially like hang them as though they were like charms or something. And again, getting back to that idea that I want to make like fantasy stuff, it seems like a good fit. So this is what I've been working on. I'm pretty pleased with it so far. It's, again, not really anything specific. I've been doing it very much just sort of by feel. Vanzer in wood. Oh, whoa, a Vanzer in wood? That would be quite an effort. Yeah, that would be something else. Yeah, we're going to start on this guy. So I've done some very basic layout for it. Put some marks on there to kind of like figure out where to get started. And I'm just noticing that this does not line up. Why does that not line up? That should line up. I tried to use a ruler and everything. Okay, which one is correct? Okay, it looks like that's correct. And this is too low. Okay. So let's fix that. So we're just going to work on this for a little while, and then if we get tired of this, I just recently started a new leather piece, and I did all the, I cut out all the pieces for it. Right there. So, yeah, we could start stitching that together if we get tired of wood. Now, the first thing I should show you, though, or first thing I should say, honestly, is, as I have stated numerous times now, I am new to this. I don't know a whole lot about it. Everything I've learned is either from just doing it or from that book I showed you. So I will tell you the things as I know them. If I have something wrong, if someone's watching this and they're like, I'm a professional wood carver and I know that you're being an idiot, please tell me. Because that would be way more helpful than me distributing incorrect information. With all that said, I shall introduce you to my tools. So first and most important, cut-proof gloves. Crazy useful to have cut-proof gloves. I have already numerous times done motions that would have placed large gashes in my hands were I not wearing these. So yeah, take care of yourself. Cut-proof gloves. These I think are actually the lowest grade that you can get. Cut level 3 apparently. You can get them better or worse. These felt like a good combination for me. This thing. This is something that I still am not sure I'm using right. This is definitely a place where if somebody's like familiar with wood carving and could tell me if I'm doing it right, that would be great, because I'm not actually sure. But this is called a strop, a leather strop. You're definitely using one. Thank you, Hobby. I appreciate that. This is how you're supposed to polish and like sharpen your blade. You're not supposed to use you're not really supposed to use like a file. You're supposed to use this thing because the blade is very fine. And the way you use it, if I understand correctly, is you take this stuff, which is, I think it's just called polishing compound. It's like, it kind of has the texture of like a slightly wet chalk. Oh, it's Echo! Willkommen! Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. So you take this stuff, you rub it out on the leather strop, and then you just kind of take your knife, and you run back and forth. And I need something to put it on. That'll work. Just kind of like do this. And apparently this sharpens it. And for a while, cut-proof gloves. Well, thank you. Okay, so Echo, what we're doing here is I recently just got into like, yeah, exactly like that, like a barbershop. It was when my dad said that I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is a thing at a barbershop. But yeah, you're just supposed to kind of like go back and forth like this, and it supposedly sharpens it. So there we go. Echo, since you asked, we are making a thing. we're cutting wood. Yeah, we are just kind of making a thing. I recently got into woodworking, and I wanted to have an excuse to do it and still feel like I was doing something useful. So here we are. So I showed this off earlier, but I'm making another one of my little thingamabobs. I haven't talked about the pin blanks. I'm gushing because I've got a lot to say because I just got into it and now I'm very excited about it. There is a woodworking store relatively close to me that I went to the other day, and I got very excited because they had all kinds of fun things. But what I didn't know is that there is a whole sect of like crafting where they will make wooden pins, like writing pins, because I found these things. They're called pin blanks, and like I didn't know what pin blank meant, and then someone said, oh yeah, you just put that on like a lathe and you can make pins out of them. And I was like, that's really weird. But the good news is these things are kind of small. Each one is about 5 inches long. And so it's like a great way to, I'm going to get started, to get to try out different types of wood. Also, let me know, I don't have any additional lights on right now. If things are too dark, I can get extra lighting, and I'll have to set it up. 5 inches is perfectly average. It's true. No one should be ashamed of 5 inches. That's a reasonable length for a pen, isn't it? Okay, great. Glad to hear it. We still have some sunlight out here, so that may be contributing, but if at any point it gets too dark, let me know. So, what I've learned, one of the first things I learned from that book is like a bunch of different types of cuts. The focus is weird. Are you tripping? Do you mean it's not focused properly, or do you mean because the camera's like pointing kind of more inwardly? It's a little grainy. That may be the light. And I also don't have the world's best camera. I've got like a basic webcam. I can try to fiddle with it though. Let's see. Camera. It's like a little sharpness. Is this helping at all? Is that any better? Move your hands a little. Bada 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 bada. Good enough? It's a little better? Okay, fair enough. You know, with all these considering how frequently I'm doing these craft streams, maybe I really should invest in like some better lighting and a better camera, but for right now I've just got some really basic equipment because, I mean, for the most part I'm a game streamer. I just also love making things. So, what I was saying is one of the first things that this book teaches you that was really helpful is a variety of like cuts. So, let's see. Running this scrap day, blades, sharpening knives, wood. No. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so see right here, it gives you like information about different ways to cut the wood. And this is another reason why I've been doing things that are just kind of like things, is so that I can try different types of cuts. Because you want to make sure, like, anyone who's ever tried to like craft something out of like plaster or you know, stone or wood or clay knows that like once you mess it up, you can't really put it back, you know? And so, like, the better you get at that initial cut, the better off you are. So, like, what I'm doing right now is, I believe it's called the stop cut. Let me make sure that's right. Are you called the stop cut? Are you called the stop cut? I think you were called the stop cut. Not probably. Yeah, stop cut. This guy. Is that gonna work? Can y'all see that? You can see that anyway. The idea is that you cut like a deep channel at the place where you want your edge to be, and then you kind of like cut to that channel. It works really well. And so we're just gonna try and do that. But it's been fun. It's like one of the other things that was, excuse me, one of the other things that that book did a good job of conveying is how relaxing woodworking can be, or like whittling can be. It is a great thing to do, like while you're having like a drink. Well, while you're having your first drink. Don't do it after you've had several drinks. I'm not advocating wood cutting while intoxicated. What I'm advocating is the idea of going out and just kind of like sitting on your porch and just making a little something. You know, like I've been doing it with soda. I'll go out and I'll sit on my porch and just kind of just relax and enjoy. How'd she put it? The author of that says something like, she likes to go out and just make wood chips, I think is how she describes it. I'm feeling you as a very different vibe to I feel you. You got the handicap gloves on. Yeah, well, you still don't want to cut your finger off. You also don't want to make any dramatic mistakes, so that's the other reason that you would not necessarily do it while intoxicated. But hey, you do you. Just don't say that I did it. Get drunk, utilize knives. Absolutely. Never mind. I'm going full in on that. So I'm curious if anyone out there has done any of this sort of stuff. Is anybody out there actually like a whittler? One who whittles? Always interested to hear if people have done, you know, the craft or the artistic thing I'm doing. Because it's interesting. The other thing that I've found is a way that you can, like, especially with like the really small cuts like this, is I will hold the knife to the wood with my dominant hand, and then I'll push with the thumb of my other hand. And so what winds up happening, which is sort of funny, is that I wind up hurting this thumb. So I wind up hurting the pushing thumb way more than the one holding the knife. Hurting in the sense that, like, it gets tired. Like, it's the same sort of thing with when I'm doing leather working. Whatever part of my hand is like holding the what do you call it, needle, will absolutely get like tired. Whittling does have divorced man energy. Aw, I'm not divorced. I don't even have a marriage first. I just jump straight into the divorced dad motions. Yeah, baby. I don't need no wife. I'll divorce myself. Then I'll go get drunk and cut wood. How do you feel about the music of Creed? I don't know. I couldn't actually name a Creed song, so pretty ambivalent, I suppose. Not too divorced, then. Just a little divorced. Partial divorced. But Pearl Jam, do you like Pearl Jam? If you name like any sort of any sort of band that involves singing, I'm probably not really gonna have too much of an impact, unless it was from the 80s. I like 80s music. I just wasn't really into 90s music. What's this gonna be when it grows up? A thing. I showed it off earlier. Also, people have been coming in. Hello. I'm sorry if I'm not responding specifically to folks coming in. Yeah, I've just been sort of making like things, objects. These like little. I made this. I made this. I made this. I'm just like right now. I'm kind of just learning a lot of the motions and like how to get the most out of what I'm doing. Now, ultimately, I would love to make like a, I don't know, start making like magic staves and such. You know, start making like they do sort of, it does sort of look like a clothespin. You're absolutely right. The intent was that I want to make sure it had like a hole so that you could thread it like a thread it through something and have like a, I don't know, a charm. Mo's gonna reverse whittle a two times scale cinder block made of wood. Yep, you got me. That's it. I'm definitely going. No, actually, you know what it is? I'm going to whittle a cake, and then see if people know if it's. I'll be like, hey, is it wood or cake? Can you figure it out? Is this wood or is this cake? No one knows. Make one for you. I am considering making things for people. Oh, speaking of, this was the most exciting thing that happened. Our good friend, Mr. Cybernator, sent me what I think is my first ever unprompted fan mail. And it's so cool. I'm going to show y'all. Check it out. So he sent me this chicken, this little guy. It's awesome. And yes, he was right on hand. I keep him on my desk. And so he's just like right there. Look at this chicken guy. And let's see, where's Pom Pom pouring? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He sent me this awesome Pom Pom pouring with a t-shirt with me on it. Yeah. I did try and shake the chicken. He's got a little like noise maker, but he makes most noise when you smash him into the ground. What else did you send me? You sent me all kinds of stuff. He sent me a bunch of those little like press-on patchy things. So I got that. He sent me one of his own freaking tapes. I have to go and find a tape deck now so I can listen to this. It was so exciting. That came in yesterday, and holy crap, dude, I'm still so grateful because I never thought I'd get there. I never thought someone would be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna send this random chicken on the internet. I'm gonna give him things. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing. I'm in the big leagues now. I know, right? I was really grateful there, Cyber. Thank you so much. I think I told you this as well. The funniest thing about it. So, as I understand it, for those who don't know, I made Cybernator commissioned me to make him a wallet, a pink leather wallet, and I made that, I don't know, like a month or so ago, and I sent it off. And what I had completely forgotten is that I had not accepted payment for it. And so one of the things inside the package was like money. And I was so confused by the money. He sent me, I mean, it was the payment for the wallet. And I was just like, why do you just give me like money? I was like, okay. It felt very much like grandparent at the last minute. I was like, oh yeah. He ran out of things to give me, so he just gave me some money. That's nice. Oh. I included the card because it has the least speed running tip ever. Included the card. Oh! Yes, that, yes. Hang on. This was included in here as well. We got this slick Super Mario Brothers 2 card right here. And it's got an amazing speed. Wait, is this what you're talking about, Cyber? Kind of want to see someone send Ian a big box with several boxes inside, and each one has random useless things for weight, and then some money inside. These weren't useless things. These are great things. But yeah, it's got a tip on the back that's like, hit the flagpole when the timer ends in 1, 3, or 6, and you'll get fireworks for extra points. The funniest thing about this is that, as you can clearly see, that's Super Mario Brothers 2 on the card. This tip is for Super Mario Brothers 1. They couldn't match them up for some reason. Thought that was really funny. Anyway, yes, thank you again, Cyber. I was really excited when I got it. It was a great joy yesterday. I very much enjoyed it. So, if anyone wants to send me things, feel free. Just let me know. You love this card? You get a whole set of them? Nice. Nice. Clarify that you want to see Ian open a box with a single small potato plus $2 and a small can of feeds and $1. It would be funny. I'm not sure he would get the joke, but it would be funny, assuming you knew the joke. Oh, I haven't told you all about the knives yet. Is a creepy thing to say. I should show off the various knives I have. So this is the basic one that I have. This is just a standard whittling knife. It was included with the strop. Came with a strop. Was included as part of like the beginner's kit. Then I got a few detail knives. This one I think is called like a bill hook or something. It has some funny bird name, I think. This is for detail and narrow spaces. Another one that's for detail. It's got kind of a curved edge, which is nice. I was about to run my finger along it. Don't do that. That's not very helpful. And then this was the third, like, very small pointed detail knife. Very helpful. We got this thing, which I don't know what to do with. It's just a hook. I don't know what to do with this hook, but it did come with it. So we've got a hook. And then I've got a collection of different sized, I think these are called gouges. Oh, that's for making a spoon? Okay, there you go. Gouges, and then a whole collection of different chisels. And I actually already had the chisels beforehand. And then I also have some, they send you this with the beginner's kit. And then a bunch of, like, what are those things called? Files for, fixing. Yeah, it's a bandage. It's a Band-Aid. It is a Beavercraft branded bandage. They're like, you might need this. Just saying. You might hurt yourself. Oh, that's another thing that Cyber sent me. Pom-pom pouring bandages. They are in the bathroom. You test the sharpness of your blades against your cheek and your forehead or just around your eyes. You get a cool scar and finally enter your dark, villainous era. Join Hobby and me. No, I don't want to do that. But you know, it's been fun so far. Like, I really have enjoyed just sort of getting in the habit of trying to, like, wood carve. And admittedly, like, what you're seeing right now is all, like, detail work. It's way more fun when you get to do like this. Get to kind of, like, big chunks. It's like, oh, big chunks. It's like, oh, I feel cool. Oh, the power. That's fun. Did you cut yourself with a pom-pom boring band-aids yet? Not yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah, what we're doing right now is all like little tiny detail work, because I think that that's probably going to be what I want to do ultimately, is a lot of like fine, narrow, like small work. I don't think I finished. Did I finish the thought about wanting to make like a wizard staff and such? Because if you don't know, I actually have like, I guess back up. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of costuming and making like costumes for like the Renaissance Fair. I'm actually that's the leatherworking that is sitting over here. This is going to be a new leather chest plate piece. And as part of that, I also collect weapons, but I also have made weapons, not like you couldn't use them for anything, but they're costume weapons, and I'll show you. Where is it? Here it is. So I made this a few years back. This is kind of like a wizard staff I made. It's got like a grip, and it's got like a fancy jewel in the end, and it's nice. I'm very pleased with how this turned out, but it is just kind of like a wooden dowel. Most of the effects on this are 3D printed. So what I'm hoping to do is eventually be able to just take like a hunk of wood and carve it into, like, you know, kind of like a wizard staff. I think that would be fun. So it's just another craft, man. I just love making stuff and then not having anywhere to put it. Actually, that's a good question. Does anybody know if like the standard what do you call it? The standard like merch websites, you can just like say things you want to put up for sale. Just be like, yeah, I have these things. Does anyone want to buy these? Anyone want to buy this? So I remember one time, Hobby mentioned the fact that the reason no one's buying any of my leatherworking stuff is because I won't tell you how much it costs, which is a fair point. Sounds like an Etsy. I guess I could get an Etsy store. I guess I could do Etsy. That's a way I could do it. But anyway. So how's everybody doing out there? It's gonna be kind of a chill stream. Me making wood chips for a while. Speaking of, if y'all want to switch over to leatherworking at any point, let me know. We can switch over to that at any time. I am excited about either one. At least $20 to whatever you think it's worth. Yeah, I do kind of undervalue things, don't I? Pretty much everyone that I have made something for has insisted on giving me more money. Which is very generous of them. But it is yet another indication that I just don't know how much things are worth. This is fun. I know I feel like that's such a dumb thing to say, this is fun. But it really is. There's something so fun about just, like, making stuff. Hobby Ham is on Yo Something More. I demand you switch back and forth so the entire stream is just setting up and cleaning up. If you want to. That'll be on you, lady. I mean, the good news is that both of these crafts would use basically the same environment, so I just have to, like, brush away the wood chips. So it's not terribly difficult. She wants used. The thumbitis is getting more severe. Are my thumbs becoming inflamed? I did not realize. Side note, our soundtrack right tonight is... Oh, Dan's thumbs. Dan, your thumbs are becoming inflamed! Inflamed with passions. The passions of Dan's thumbs. One of the things you have to kind of learn about doing this too is like this sort of like planar motion where you kind of like, you're mostly just kind of like shaving it. When I first started, I was trying to dig way too deeply into the wood too fast. I was trying to go like that, at that angle. That ain't gonna get you anything. You go at like a much lower angle and you can get off more. So, little tip if you need that. Blurkvert says I'm gonna need surgery for all 5 of my thumbs. I didn't even know I had that many, dude. I didn't either. Oh man. Right. More. Never consider Blurkvert just can't count. I mean, that might also be true. That is also a possibility. I'll tell you one thing that's nice about doing this at a table is that I can, I have something to press against that's not my leg. Because usually when I'm doing this while sitting out on the patio, I'm pressing into my leg, which can be dangerous. Oh, yeah, I didn't finish the thought about the music. Our soundtrack tonight is a collection of, like, area music from various Final Fantasy games. Mostly FF12, but also FF7, FF8, and FF5, I believe. And I've really been enjoying it. Like, what I came to notice, because I'm still playing freaking FF12 and loving it. I actually considered doing that. I was like, hey, would you guys like to watch me just play Final Fantasy 12? Like, not really, like, start over or expect to finish it, just kind of play it. Because I don't want to stop playing it. I was playing it before the stream started. I'm probably going to be playing it after the stream's finished. It's fun. I had forgotten how much fun that game is to just, like, wander around in the world. You know? Like, I've just been listening to frickin' Drew Gooden videos, and I'm just wandering around. Killing monsters, trying to get weapons, gaining licensees. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It is definitely one of those things where I wonder if it would be fun if I wasn't experienced in it. Because I remember the first time I played FF12, I didn't like it. I didn't like the gambit system, which I'm talking like everybody knows I'm talking about, so I'll explain. Final Fantasy 12 is... Wait, let's see. When I learned knife play, when I learned fire poi, I received a lot of genuine advice from people suggesting that I not use safety gloves and glasses. It's because using those causes you to take it less seriously and you develop bad habits. That's interesting. I mean, I get it. I do get that mindset. But I just know that I've, like, horribly injured myself while doing leatherworking plenty of times, and I don't know, man, I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to horribly injure myself anymore. I see your concern, but I do not have the same concern. There's also some things you're able to feel when you're doing prevent accidents. Well, fine. Okay, none of y'all wear your gloves. I'm still gonna wear mine. Frickin' devil may care folks over here being like, I don't need gloves. I'm too cool for gloves. Frickin' guy over here, loser wearing gloves. I'm gonna keep wearing my gloves. Deal with it. I'm gonna get all the bad habits and I'm gonna wear gloves. What you think about that, huh? What was I talking about? FF12? Yeah. So, yeah, so FF12 was a little bit different when it came out. Gotcha. Dang. You know it. Eat that. Freaking people over here being like, I'm gonna show you how a real man wears gloves. I'm attempting to protect myself from injury. Oh, like a real man. I'm part of the manosphere that is careful and wears gloves and is concerned about minor injuries. Yeah. Yes, FF12 was kind of weird because, like, it plays very much like an MMORPG that is not online, is the best way to put it. Like, a lot of things about it feel, well, I mean, FF11 was an MMORPG. And so when they made 12, I'm assuming they used a lot of the same kind of stuff that they learned about. And when I first played it, I was like, this is freaking weird. Ever looped a speeding fire-engulfed block of densely packed, kerosene-soaked, and burning fabric brick into your own face? What is fire poi? Because, like, what you just described doesn't sound like an activity. Is it an activity when you... Oh wait, is it fire twirling? Like the thing where you have like the sticks that are on fire and you like spin it around and stuff? Do you know how to... Is that what you're talking about? Do you know how to do that? What he describes at the end of a chain and you swing it. I mean, that sounds cool. Man, that's awesome. So I strongly associate that with, like, Polynesian culture. That's how I guessed, because you said poi, which feels like a Polynesian word. Are you... Like, did you live in Hawaii or something? Like, what brought you to learning that skill, I guess, is the question I would ask. It seems very nuanced and niche. What I'm carving right now, by the way, is the eyelet, the ring at the top. Learned in San Diego from much of kink Ren Fair folk. Sounds about right. That's cool, though, man. I want to see that. What if I can find that online? Hang on. Do you have like a We're now getting into the part of the stream where we watch YouTube videos. Do you have any sort of like particular fire poi? Oh, are possums good for your yard? Everyone, possums. Are possums good for your yard? Yes. More possums, please. If you've got like a preferred fire poi person for us to look at, that'd be cool. But I want to see a video of it. Nope. Fire poi. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna watch this. I gotta make sure that things are right. Hang on. Are things right? Oh no. Are things right? You sent a link. Let's look at the link. What link did you give? Okay, link. Oh, wait, cancel. Open link as new tab. Open link a new tab. Whoa! That's so cool! Like a freaking wizard! Oh! That's really slick! Could y'all hear that? You could see it, I think. That's something, at least. Do you have a preferred poison? Gosh. I don't think I'm on the right screen anymore. There we go. That's really neat. I love that you can do that. What a cool thing to know how to do. I'm putting back on my gloves so I can develop more bad habits. Oh, music. Right, sorry. By the way, how has the music been? Has it been overpowering or has it been good? No issues? It's recommended not to practice with them on lead bad habits at all. Yeah, I mean, I could certainly understand it. I suppose at that speed you probably wouldn't... If you made contact with yourself, you probably wouldn't leave like a long-lasting burn, but it's a smidge high. Alright, let me bring it down just a little bit. Okay, brought it down a little bit. If it needs to go down more, it can. It's only overpowering emotionally. Well. That's really cool, though. I love that, Dan. I love that you know how to do that. What a cool skill. I also love that you learn it from, like, Ren Fair people, because I absolutely would also have learned it from Ren Fair people. Like, if I knew Ren Fair people that were willing to teach me, like, basic swordplay, I would do that. I would absolutely hit up the Ren Fair folks and be like, can you please teach me how to do this? Define basic swordplay? I don't know, just like how to guard, how to strike, how to, what to worry about or think about when you are using a weapon, you know. Y'all should come to the Washington Ren Fair next time you're willing to go American. We gotta do another MoeCon at some point. I was thinking about it earlier. We just have to find a good place to do it. Because, I mean, we went to that arcade last time, and, I mean, you've taken a couple of classes and done several historical Ren Fair reenactment events. Okay. So you know your stuff. You should go to Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, that's easy for everybody. I'm sure everyone will be happy to go to Vancouver, Canada. It won't just be me and you hanging out in Vancouver together. Very, very easy. I mean, truth be told, I feel like I should start trying to take more vacations. I've told y'all about this before, I think. We have a guest from MoeCon at your house. Awesome. I can meet Doug, the most cat you've ever met. And he will hate me. Doug will hate me. Immediately. You know why Doug will hate me? Is because I will want to be friends with Doug. I will want to be friends with Doug, and as cats go, they will be like, no. I don't want you to come to me. I will come to you if you interest me at all. What was I talking about before that? Yeah, like, I think I've told y'all about this before, but because of my upbringing, I don't think of vacations as, like, fun things where you go somewhere. I think of it as a time when you can stay at home and do things that are fun. Like, when I think of vacation, I tend to think of, like, summer vacation, you know? Like, you stay at home, you play video games, you work on drawings, you just kind of have fun. So I guess my perspective on vacation is always staycation. And the reason for that is, growing up, we never went on vacation. We never went places. I think I could probably count the number of times we actually went, like, to a vacation spot during my youth on one hand. Let's see. We went to Arkansas once. We went to Washington, D.C. Does that count? It was a stopover. It wasn't really the destination. I guess Washington, D.C. counts. We went to Disney World once. I think that's it. I think it's just the three. Because for the most part, when my family would go on a trip, it was to visit family. Because my mom was one of 6 kids, and her family was spread out all over the place, and so we just kind of like would go and visit family. And I mean, it's good to see family, but it's not like it doesn't really scream vacation, especially if you're a little kid, because most of these people live in the middle of nowhere, and there's not a dang thing to do there. You just sit around, and the adults drink beer, and you're bored until you get to go home. Like, that's what I associate with family vacations, is going to, backwoods Louisiana to visit my family, and then all the adults drink beer, and there's no air conditioning, there's no video games, and you just kind of wait to go home. So, anyway, as a result of that, I just, I didn't really grow up thinking of vacations, but like, I hear about a lot of it on Game Grumps, actually, because I don't know if it's still the case, but at least at one point in time, Dan was a big fan of going on vacations. He loved going places. I think one time he said it was like experiences, not things, is how he believes you should spend your money. And so he was a big advocate of going places and trying new things. And I would hear him talk about these things, and I'm like, yeah, that does sound kind of cool. And like now they go on like world tours and stuff all the time, and they're like, yeah, the other day when we were in Amsterdam, like they went down the street and suddenly they were in Amsterdam or something, It's like, wow, that sounds cool. I bet it'd be cool. And the sort of like excuse I've always used, which is completely invalid, was invalid before, but is still invalid. Amsterdam is fire? No, never done it. I was always like, yeah, but I don't speak the language. I'm gonna get in a bad situation and everyone's gonna laugh at me. And it's like, okay, great. You're gonna be a tourist. It's okay to not know everything about a country if you don't live there. But I just always held that up. That's always been my excuse, is like, yeah, but I don't know the language, so I can't leave my house. And it's like, okay, well then you could go to like somewhere that speaks English, like Great Britain or Scotland or Ireland. I'd love to go to those places. Go to somewhere else that I could travel the United States. I haven't explored all of the US. It's just so many times I'm just like, these paper thin, and I do this in all aspects of my life, but these little paper thin excuses, why not? It's like, you can't do that because here's a straw man argument, and now go off and play more Final Fantasy 12, which I'm still thinking about, just so you know. Travel vacationing is a skill. Yeah, maybe so. It's a skill I should pick up, though. Because, my body's already starting to break down. My frickin' foot still hurts after my ill-fated fall last year. I'd love to see Japan, but you wouldn't do anything. They might think you're a kaiju. Yeah, I could see that. Look there! A giant creature with green hair! It must be here to destroy us! Summon the Japanese Defense Force! I don't know. I'm saying this like I'm trying to convince y'all to go on vacation. I'm the one I'm trying to convince. I'm trying to convince myself that I should go on vacation. But I believe Dan has green hair. Last I heard, Dan had green hair. Do you still have green hair, Dan? Maybe you at least could see the real world EDF. I do. It's also down to your waist. That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool. By the way, Dan, did you ever figure out anything about, you don't have to answer if not, but Did you ever find out anything about the FX pack? I did finally finish playing treasure conflicts. For those who are interested, that's probably going to be the next series I do on my regular channel once Tombs and Treasure finishes. Oh, you redeemed again? I'm sorry. Sorry, Jamie. I'll go back to being old. I'll go back to being old as I carve away more wood. I'm sorry, I get excited, you know. I'm just like, I want to talk in my regular voice again. And then I just kind of, I forget. I'm old, though. Getting old, that's why I need to go on vacation before I'm too old to move. Already my freaking ankle doesn't work properly and it's pissing me off. Paid like $1,000 in physical therapy to get it working again, and I mean it does work better than it did, but you know, most have been people asking things you and I already did. That's unfortunate. I did Garrison Boom speaks in Deltarune. Well, you know, I'm a Toby Fox character myself. I think all people are secretly Toby Fox characters, but you know, it happens. But yeah, I was able to get through the entire game using the save states. So at the very least, we can do the save states. But man, I wish I could get it working properly. It seems like such an impressive piece of text. Are you hearing Dungeon and Waterfall? Do you mean, are you hearing the sound for the waterfall basin from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? Oh, a connoisseur, I hear. Yes. This is the song that causes the game to freeze. Oh my goodness, what a fun experience from my youth. For those who don't know, this game, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, a much maligned game that I enjoy a great deal, has an overflow glitch in it. A very common overflow glitch. Where after a couple of seconds of this particular song playing, the game will freeze. Yeah, that's an error in the game. For most revisions of the game, you must have had a different revision than I did. All right, well, every one I've ever played did. Basically what winds up happening is there is an overflow glitch in some revisions of the game that will cause the game to... Actually, I wonder if I got a real explanation. Let's see. Oh, as the Danube River dries up, World War II shipwrecks and mammoth bones come into view. That's interesting. There are three versions of Mystic Quest. Sorry, I'm looking up things. I'm trying to get the actual information about this because it is interesting. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Let me see. Map areas. Silence. Oh, it doesn't have it in here. Oh yeah, here we go. In addition to the above, the first US release also contains a sound processor bug that will cause a major freeze in any area that, ironically, plays the Frozen Over Falls Basin music. Said music also plays in the mine in Spencer's Place Waterfall. Since the game can be saved at any point, this is a minor annoyance. So yeah, that's how it works, is that it will, if you let the music play for more than a few seconds, the game will freeze. So the way I had to play it is move forward a few steps, save the game, reset. Move forward a few steps, save the game, reset. And I would always get so excited when I could get into a fight with an enemy, because the enemy music would not cause the problem. So you could reset the timer if you just fought an enemy. It was very, very memorable. And it's one of those things that I love so much about older games is, like, that's the kind of thing that would, I mean, it happened here, you know, in later revisions of the game, they got rid of it. And, you know, in modern games, that would just be like swept under the rug, you know? It would be like, oh, well, yeah, when the game was first released, it had such and such problem. But, you know, it's gone now. Can you suggest a quoted for the stream? I don't know what QOTD means. I don't know what that is. Quality of thought discussion. Whoop of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Some streamers pin them. Oh. That's interesting. Yeah, sure. You can do that. Like, it makes me think of, if you were kaiju, which would it be? All right, let's pin that. Oh, no, hang on. Trying to pin it. Trying to pin it. Trying to pin it. Get pinned, loser. All right. End of stream. Yeah, there you go. All right. If you were a kaiju, which one would it be? What kaiju would I want to be? I mean, I love King Ghidorah, but I don't think I could live up to the hype. I also don't know that I could deal with 3 of myself at the same time. You know? That's a lot of work. It's hard enough just being one of me. It makes you feel like you're doing an icebreaker at a workout show. Yeah, well, this is work. Which kaiju would I want to be? I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, Godzilla's a classic. I'm going through them in my head right now. I guess if the question is which one would you want to be, or which one would you do you think you actually would be? I'd probably want to be Godzilla, but like non-awful Godzilla, like Godzilla in like Godzilla versus Megalon, you know, like good guy Godzilla. I want to be good guy Godzilla. I don't want to be like bad guy Godzilla, or like decomposing, like actively decomposing Godzilla. I don't want to be that one. I want to be like fun Godzilla. Actually would probably be something lame, honestly. I'd probably be like freaking Hedorah or like Moguera or something. I actually being Moguera would be kind of fun. Moguera's funny. Oh wait, what are we talking about? Spyro 3 friends in, some levels of the wrong track, final boss source of the first... It's cool. I mean, I'm planning to play more Spyro, probably after we finish Mega Man Legends 2 in the year 2048, or however long it's going to take me to beat that game, because I'd never play it. But I am playing... I still have it in here. It's finger. It's sitting over there on the... with Mega Man Legends, so I'm planning to play more of it. I just, you know, we gotta get through what we've already got. that was a special Jimmy Day treat when it happened. Normally I wouldn't, start an entirely new series in the middle of 2 other series. I feel like I'm getting way too granular at this point. Like I should be making bigger strides. Like I'm focusing really hard on the head part right now. Lies! I saw you throw Mega Man Legends 2 away while I was spying in your window. Well, I bought a new one. Oh, speaking of bought a new one. So, I think I've told you all about this before. A good friend of mine, many, many years ago, back when we actually still lived in the same area, he, when we were both kids in high school, which would be during PlayStation and PlayStation 2, right around that time, he started just buying up any games that he thought that he predicted would become valuable at some point. So it was a lot of rare RPGs or Atlus games or things that just felt like they were going to be hard to get your hands on later. And he stored them all in a big binder. And when I was moving up here to my current home, he's like, hey, look, I never really play these games. I know you do. I know you were always jealous of... He didn't say it in so many words, but he's like, I know you were always jealous of my binder of amazing games. And he just said, why don't you hold on to it for me? It's like, these are still mine. I'm not giving them to you, but you are more likely to play them than I will. And so I suddenly got my hands on this huge collection of rare and exotic video games for the PS1 and PS2. Well, the other day he asked for it back. And I was like, oh man. Oh man, it's his. I should give it back to him. But I don't wanna. It's good stuff too. I've got Rule of Rose in there. I've got all of .hack and .hack GU and just ridiculously impressive stuff. But I mean, it's his. It's his. I gotta give it back if he wants it back. I did tell him that, I said, well, I'll miss having them, but they're yours. I can get them back to you. He said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll wait a little bit. Maybe I really don't want to play. Maybe I was just being nostalgic. Maybe it was a temporary thing. So, yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have them, but man, there's some good stuff in there. Oh, there's so much good stuff in there. Hoshigami, all the Suikoden games, all the Valkyrie Profile games. Want Dot Hack Part 4? Yeah. I bought that for Ian. Probably shouldn't have. I did buy it for him. He does own it. I mean, considering the amount of money I spent on frickin' Lunacy, I can't claim to be any sort of have any self-control when it comes to games that I want. $400 is a stupid amount of money for a video game. Still not as much as Shantae is, though. Alright, we're starting to get the shape of this thing. Here, I will be right back. I'm going to grab... You love Lunacy? I love Lunacy too. That's the thing, is I knew I would love it. That's why I wanted it so much. I'm like, I know I'm gonna love playing this game. It's so weird. It's so funny. It's the same way I was about Snatcher. Snatcher was the previous most expensive game that I had. At $300. I knew I was gonna love it though, and I am. I have loved playing it. And I love being able to share it. So, all right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get something to clean some of this up. So I will be back shortly. Go on. Put y'all on intermission for just a sec. All right, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. On the subject of things that are really useful for any crafter, handheld vacuum cleaner. Very, very helpful. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, Black's here. Hello, Black. Welcome, welcome. What else we got going on here? Right for intermission. Black got dodged. Yeah, I was just so upset. Can we go back to the intermission music? I mean, I guess. If you want to. Hang out in the intermission for a while. Y'all have to see me. I'm not the good part of this. I know. But I always like to call people's bluffs. What was I saying? Looks like the shotgun equivalent of a hand vac. This is it's a Shark hand vac. I've actually had it for a few years. The worst thing about this I'm glad you're enjoying it, Echo, and thank you for coming out. I guess since you are sort of new here, I'll mention that any of my streams are available on my YouTube channel. So if you just look up MoeChicken, one word, you should be able to find my channel. And I put all my stream VODs there. So if you want to hear me yammer on about other things, go check it out there. Back off, they're mine, says Hobby. So dangerous. So dangerous. So dangerous. I've been watching a lot of Homestar Runner recently. I was talking about... I was reading comments. Hang on, what were people saying? Lunacy, Poopies, Clubbing, or what is this music? I made that music, by the way, in case you're curious. All of the music for my back, like all the like incidental music, is music I've made. Mostly looking, you play Night Rain. Prop lightsaber. I actually do have a lightsaber. I made one at the Disney. You tilt your camera up, hold the hand vac up, and proclaim, "This is my boomstick." Yeah, all right. This is my boomstick. I don't. It's not grafted to my hand. Or no. He had a chainsaw in one hand, and the other side was he held the shotgun. I'd never seen that movie before. Anyway, hi. Because you're curious what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And now the camera is going to be messed up for the remainder of the stream. I don't want you to look at my stomach, though. I don't want that. There we go. Yeah, that's what I look like. Deal with it. Sorry you had to see that. Leave the beard. Yeah, all right. Oh, is it not here anymore? Oh, the beard's gone. What? I thought it was still here. Beard? Beard! There we go. Giving the people what they want. Mm-hmm. I've heard that the second and third movies are mostly comedies. I remember my sister really liked Evil Dead 2 a lot when we were kids. Let's see, where's the... Isn't there a smaller beard? I think there's a smaller beard as well. Yeah, there's a smaller beard. We'll put the smaller beard up here. Just gonna let that hang out there. How do you rotate things? Why can't I rotate this? Rotate! Whatever. Alright. Big beard has to go away because it's too big. The beard is most co-host. Check out them whiskers. My beard never changes length. I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. Because I have a friend who's got a pretty impressive beard. And mine never gets any bigger. It just kind of stays generally the same length. But yeah, I remember my sister really loved Evil Dead 2. And I think the only scene I've seen in Evil Dead 2 is the one where he's like going crazy in the house kind of thing. Where he like the whole house is like it feels like it's a Pee Wee Herman thing. It's like all the things in the room are getting like being weird, and he's just like my sisters are both older. I have two older sisters. One is 2 years and the other is 4 years older than me. I'm the baby. Trimmed yours the other day and you actually cut too short on one side, which devolves into fixing a very small chin beard. There's a pointy and villain looking bird. Oh, it's awful. Oh, what a tragedy. What a tragedy it is to lose a fine beard. Gotta love me. I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Frickin' dinosaurs, man. That was a weird show. I mean, I remember very little about it. I think I was too young to understand it. This scene where he splits into multiples has great slapstick. I've heard, like, one of the only jokes I know from that movie is when he cuts his hand off and he, like, slams it under a book, and the book is Farewell to Arms. That's a funny gag. That's a funny joke. Solid joke right there. Have you seen the non-AI edit where someone put Pee Wee Herman into Jurassic Park? It's amazing. I have not seen the non-AI edit where someone put Pee Wee Herman into Jurassic Park. I've also never seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I wasn't really much of a Pee Wee guy, honestly. Like, I know that Pee Wee was kind of a big deal for a lot of people. Not really for me. I didn't watch him. I don't even know what channel he was on, really. I was mostly watching Nickelodeon as a kid. Oh, I love this song. This is the, Is this What Silence Tells? Yeah, it is. Oh, this song is so good. Hadn't seen Pee Wee until it aired on Adult Swim a little. This is crack. I only know about that from like YouTube videos. The most interesting thing I know about Pee Wee is that apparently, oh yeah, Pee Wee did do a PSA. It was done very well. It's just unfortunate that like it didn't really resonate because people still thought he was being silly. But apparently Paul Rubens, when he created the Pee Wee character, it was supposed to be a parody of a children's character that was like too adult for kids. But then apparently like whoever saw it thought it actually would be good for kids, and so they were like, oh well, no, you can be like a children's show host. And he's like, wait, what? No, this is a parody, this is a joke. And they're like, no, we're gonna make you into an actual children's performer. And he's like, oh, okay. It's just the funniest idea. It reminds me, there was an anime that, I wasn't like super into, but it is an interesting premise. It was about like a Japanese like children's TV show character. Imagine something like Steve from Blue's Clues. That was kind of like the role this character was playing on this TV show. But the anime itself is about him outside the context of being like a children's show mascot or character. And like outside of the show, he's like really... He's very like jaded and apathetic and stuff. And it's just, it's an interesting like combination. I had to be in the right kind of mood to watch it though, because I was always like, oh man, I feel lied to by this character that was made up. Oh man, no, he's supposed to be happy all the time. Honestly, we're making some progress on this. It may not look like it, but like, look at that. We got kind of a thing now. We made a thing. Look, you helped make this by talking to me as I did this. This is you. You did this. You did. I blame you for my success. I mean, that is also true. I do blame y'all for my success. Way to remove some wood. Should we switch over to leather? Y'all want to just finish out the stream doing wood carving? Actually, I'm going to answer that for you. We're just going to stick with wood carving. It would take like 10 minutes to set up for the leather stuff, and I wouldn't accomplish anything. So we're going to stick with wood carving. This is just a wood carving stream. Hope you enjoy it. This has been fun, though. I mean, it's another creative hobby. It's just yet more creative hobbies. Okay, I play BGO game and lurk. Oh, BGO game. Love you guys. Thank you, Black. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you. Appreciate your work. Thank you. I am creative. So, hobby. If y'all didn't know Hobby Ham streams, it's important to know that. You got to the deep underground in Earthbound, huh? What'd you think of it? Were you surprised? Were you surprised by how it's suddenly dinosaurs? It was quite a surprise to me when suddenly dinosaurs happened. Although the game actually does give you... You like the changes? It's so cool. It's such a cool idea. The game actually does give you a heads up about it. I don't know if you remember, but back in Fourside, you can visit the your Noid trying to find the red geysers. Which one? The red geysers are the ones that heal your pee-pee, right? There are a bunch of treasures out in the deep underground, by the way, so it's worth looking for them. But what was I saying? Oh, I don't think they do. Now I don't know. I remember that there were red geysers and blue geysers, but I don't actually remember what they do. Well, wait, hang on. The doctor heals your pee-pee. You need to see a doctor about that. Also, don't talk about that in a public forum. It's kind of private. So did you actually get to the volcano or not? You did get to the Diamond Dog. Okay, yeah, that's the boss, and it's that dungeon is so weird to me. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Eternal Flame or something. There's some name for it, but The like the psychic psycho monsters freaked me out as a kid. Like, they made me really uncomfortable. Because they're scary looking. Like, they're creepy looking monsters. I'll show you. Hang on, let me bring them up so you can see what I'm talking about. Come here, keyboard. Let's see. Games, special resource, browse. Where is it? Games. Earthbound. Okay, Earthbound. Monstars. Monstars. Down here. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Look at these guys. They're creepy looking. Desktop. This guy. Look at this thing. Look at this. It's so freaking, like, what is going on with this guy? He's got like a necktie on and then like this weird metal hat that looks like a colander. And are those his teeth right there? Okay, I probably shouldn't say that. But like, is he on fire? What's going on with this guy? He's freaky. He's so freaky looking. I don't like him. Scared me. He does look like Biff Tannen's cronies. I could see that. That guy scared me as a kid. And it's very like memorable. It's absolutely super memorable. It's also like near the end of the game, and so it's something that I didn't really get to see very often. So, yeah, I think it's I'm gonna have to go back and watch your stream VOD so I can see how things went, because I couldn't be there yesterday. I was what was I doing at the time? Well, first of all, you started streaming at exactly the same time Ian started streaming. And I wanted to see what Endocopia was like. And I don't think that game is for me. Modding for Moose. Yeah. I'm the best mod. It's definitely not Chaka and Lupin who do everything. It's totally me, man. And then I think after that I fell asleep, maybe? I think I fell asleep. I'm sorry. Anyway, I gotta catch the VOD. It's the benefit of nepotism. Goes back and watches their streams. I missed a limited edition anime girl stream avatar? Oh, that's a tragedy. I need more anime girls in my life. I was about to talk about the girls at the gym, but I think I'll keep that to myself. It's probably not something I need to start airing on the internet. But yeah, I'm glad. I mean, you are very close to the end at this point. I would say you're at least 5/6 of the way through the game, if not like 7/8. You're not actually at the end yet. There's still a couple more things. Oh, what did you think of like seeing One-It being attacked by like aliens and stuff? Did you like that? I remember finding that like very shocking when I was a kid. I was like, oh my gosh. My hometown is being attacked by aliens. What the frick, man? This is scary. You haven't seen that? What? Didn't you have to go back and get the library book? Oh, does that happen later? It does happen later. I'm sorry, I gave something away. No, you'd know. Alright, well, One-It gets attacked. It's not that like, it's not too extraordinary. It was just unexpected the first time. I'm sorry. See, this is why I can't talk. This is why I should be there at the stream, so I know how far you got. Sorry. I thought that it happened when you went back to get the library book. Well. Nuts, man. I hate that. Game is ruined. Never played it. It's the second time in 2 days that I've spoiled something unintentionally. I'm so sorry. First one was yesterday. I was talking to Ian before Endocopia, and I just assumed that he sort of knew what the game was going to be like. And so I was just chatting. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that game, and apparently I spoiled something. Apparently I spoiled something. He's like, oh, yeah, I didn't know about that. I was like, oh man. Yesterday, all my worries seemed so far away. Oh, the song's playing? I think this is the, Level Forest. So not actually Forestia, but the forest outside of Forestia, I believe is what this is. I am eventually going to do a series on Mystic Quest, and I'm looking forward to that. I think I've talked about this before, but there's a collection of a certain few games that when I first started my YouTube, like, I don't know, what was it, 8 years ago? That I was like, I gotta play these games. And I've actually gotten through most of them at this point. But one of them is still FF Mystic Quest. Because I feel like no one gives that game the appreciation it deserves. It deserves more. More appreciation. That's what I say. I watched Project Hail Mary last night. It was... now you have a Harry Styles song stuck in your head. I have no idea. Name a Harry Styles song. Like, what? All I know about Harry Styles is that I saw him on like a bunch of magazines, and he has a bunch of tattoos and wears like pink. That's all I know about Harry Styles. What does he do? I assume he's like a singer, right? Music for a sushi restaurant? Is that one of his songs? What is Project Hail Mary about? It's like a space movie, right? Harry Styles does sound like a crooner name, it's true. Absolutely sounds like one of those old 50s era crooners. It's a good space movie. Movie's so beautiful. It's nice. I don't watch movies though. Don't learn too much. I never watch movies. Should watch movies. I bought that whole Godzilla Criterion collection, and I still haven't watched all. I've watched one of the movies. All right, I want to put some sort of design on this part. It's about a school teacher who winds up being forcibly selected to go on a journey of self-sacrifice to save humanity. That's interesting. Song you got stuck in your head was Sign of the Times. Well, I don't know what that sounds like, but I'm sorry you had it stuck in your head. I hate having things stuck in my head. It is such a frustrating state to be in. So one of the things I learned from a good friend of mine about whittling that has not actually stuck in my head yet is she told me one of the things you should do is always try to do, especially early on, rounded, organic looking designs rather than geometric ones. Here's the thing though, I love geometric designs. So, yeah, it hasn't quite worked out for me. Because I like geometric designs too much. But her explanation was that, like, you can hide a mistake in a rounded design way faster than you can one in a geometric design. Everyone will know if the geometric design is off. The rounded design, you can fudge a little bit. But I like geometric things. So there. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Alright, neato. Alright. Sure enough, my poor thumb is getting real tired at this point. I've been doing all this push carving. Y'all, I've had so much fun doing this tonight. I really have. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to do this, because it's fun. Sad thumb is sad. Poor little thumb. Poor little thumb. I have to put on my gloves because I don't have good habits. Going to continue to give you a hard time. I think you found a good waifu pillow to send me. Oh no. I mean, I'll use it. I ain't got nothing else to hug. Like the chill streams? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I like doing them. I think it's fun to do. Did you just send me something? Hang on, what was this? Yeah, you did. The scariest thing you may ever see. All right, is this okay for me to show on air, Dan? Or is this going to be a problem? All right. Wait, what? What is this? What did you send me? What is this? Hang on. This is unexpected. This is not what I thought you were sending. All right, hang on. Start it over.
The door locks. Ellie, boot up the door locks.
John, they're out there where people are dying.
Go ahead and scream your head off! We're miles from where anyone can hear you!
Clever girl.
Oh, did it freeze?
Doesn't want to be fat, he wants to hunt.
No, you are, but what am I?
Please!
What am I?
God damn it!
Now, right now. Must go faster.
The door locks. Ellie, boot up the door locks.
John, they're out there where people are dying.
Go ahead and scream your head off! We're miles from where anyone can hear you!
Clever girl.
I never realized how much he reminds me of Mr. Bean, actually. That's it. This one. Oh no, I thought you were sending me a picture of a body pillow. I thought you were making the joke about the body pillow thing. You only learned Samuel Jackson was in the movie last week. Oh wow, Mystery Man. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Long time. Samuel Jackson wasn't big yet when Jurassic Park came out? Really? Hey, welcome, Ariel Uendeek. Ariel Uendeek. I tried. Yes, I stream. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, at around 8 p.m. usually, Eastern Standard Time. Welcome, welcome. We're actually almost finished with the stream, to be honest. I have been working on wood carving today. As you can see, we've been working on this thing. It's a thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing. But yeah, welcome. Glad to see you. Always good to see new people here. Always good to have new folks come out and try a little something new. So you know, I usually play video games. I am obsessed with crafts. I love making things, and I have recently gotten into woodworking, which is why we are woodworking right now. But normally I would be playing a video game. Where is my... this one? That's true. I did make Ian's book cover on stream. It was a good time. Speaking of, if you're interested in seeing any of my other stuff, I have a stream VOD and just my regular YouTube videos on YouTube. If you just search MoeChicken as one word, you should be able to find it. So if you want to check out my other stuff, that's how you do it, you know what I'm saying. That's how you do it. You just go there and you watch me cluck for a while. It's a good time. It's a good time. You know. But yeah, I just like making stuff. It's so much fun. Making things and not knowing what to do with them. Because you have too many things. You make too many things. One word for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I hate the fact that after my 8 years on YouTube, if you type in MoeChicken 2 words, you get MoeChicken Coop. Let me show you. Allow me to share. I think it's still the top thing you find if you search MoeChicken. Let's see. Wait, why is this still open? Why is this still open? Apply. Okay. Desktop capture with chat. This one. Hello. Okay. So if you search MoeChicken, there I am. But if you search MoeChicken, oh, it's not there anymore. Oh, there it is. MoeChicken Coop Rage. This is the one. This is the one that for such a long time was all you would find if you search for my name. So yeah, one word, you should be able to find it. No issues. But yeah, check out my stuff. It's there. There's my stuff. Have fun with it. French Montana. Where's the sound? There we go. Part of that search is based on your own YouTube search history as well as not 100% population search. Yeah, well, you know how it is. MoeChicken Coop Rage. That's what it's always been. That's much more popular than my 1,500 videos. There's one video where someone got very angry at a chicken coop. Time to ask again. Time to ask once again, is a furry or just has an animal mascot? I'm sorry? Are you asking if I'm a furry or if I have an animal mascot? I'm not sure what you're going for. Sorry. Can you repeat it, please? Humans are animals, so aren't we all sort of furries? Yeah. I feel like it's a very broad term nowadays. When I was a kid, it was a very, very specific term. And it is broader now, I think, than it was. I ask every time someone has an animal mascot, are they one or just animal mascot? Is it very furry? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how granular your definition is. I like animal characters. I don't see any reason to dislike them. I don't own a fursuit, nor am I particularly interested in having a fursuit. So I certainly wouldn't call myself a furry in that regard. But I do like animal characters. As for, is Moe like my fursona or feathersona or whatever it would be? No, not really. He's a mascot. My VTube model was a sentient paperclip. What sort of furry would that make you? I guess a metally? I don't know. No, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. My perspective, like, one of the problems, I think... No, I'm not going to wade into it. I'm sorry. I'm going to awkwardly end the conversation right there. Sorry, because I hesitate talking about this on stream because I feel like I am underinformed. So, anyway, how about local sports team? How do y'all feel about local sports team? Do you enjoy local sports team? Specifically, do you like their animal costume? Sorry. Ugh. Lewis Rossman. Local sport, ball score, big points. I know, right? And the weather, it's a certain way, and I have opinions about how it is a certain way. Did you know they make a sensual Gungan dakimakura? I actually don't know what a dakimakura is. Is that a body pillow? It's everyone's favorite Gungan, so it's like Boss Nass. Okay, dakimakuras are. I did not know that term, but thank you. I really hope it's Boss Naz. Specifically Boss Naz. Because we got to keep Jar Jar in his Jar Jar Jar. Can't let him get out. I love that that's a game. It's an extra thick Jar Jar? Oh no. Not extra thick Jar Jar. The burden no one wanted to endure. I'm doing it again. I'm doing that thing where I pull in way too close to myself. I'm sorry. There's no stream if you're just looking at wood chips. Extra deek. This stream is over encumbering you. Yeah, I get that. Happens to me sometimes, but it's still a good time. Ooh, this detail knife works well. I think I like this detail knife. Daki Makura means hug pillow. You were over encumbered. Aw, man. Now I can't move normally. Oh man, that makes me think of like playing D&D. I missed playing. I played D&D back in high school, and man, I loved it. Oh, you were over encumbered? Oh no, I have too many cucumbers. Why do I have so many cucumbers? Do y'all know anybody who says cucumber as cuke? I hate that word. I hate that word, cuke. I hate when people refer to it as cuke. Everybody says they miss D&D, but no one wants to play it. I mean, yeah, I get it. Honestly. People, especially people who played it when they were younger, have like a really strong association with it. And it's hard to live back up to that, you know what I mean? Like, I've tried to play D&D again as an adult. But, like, it's not... Like, the fun that you're missing is hanging out with those friends that maybe you haven't seen in years. You know, it's like, I want to spend time with those friends that I used to have that I played D&D with. Gumber. Too many cukes. I do not enjoy the word cuke. I think it sounds gross to me. I'm losing track of what I'm carving here. You think you found something better than extra thick Jar Jar? Oh, good. What fresh horrors have you discovered now, Dan? You see there? I would have stabbed myself. Just right now, I would have stabbed myself. Anorexic Anakin. Is it a blank, normal, non-sexual pillowcase? One seller makes a Kermit the Frog Dakimakura, and another makes Tingle from the Zelda games. Tingle-lingle-loompa. I'll be honest, I am very fond of Tingle thanks to the two Tingle DS games. Like, that was such a tremendous change in perspective when I haven't even played them. I watched Space Hamster, Jeff Space Hamster, play it years and years ago, and those games were good, man. They were both good. One of them was called Tingle's Freshly Picked Rosy Rupee Land, and the other one is called like was it like Tingle's Newly Blooming Balloon Trip of Love or something like that. The first one, Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, actually did get an English release in the PAL regions, but the other one was only ever released in Japan, but there's a fan patch you can play for it. It's not the Balloon Fight one. The Balloon Fight one is the third one. There were 3 of them. The Balloon Fight one was mostly just it was more of a gag than anything else. But those other 2 are actually full-on games. Like, they're complete games. One of them is a point and click, and the other one is a very unusual game that's mostly focused on making money. Yeah, I mean, nothing that ever becomes famous on the internet is cheap. It's just how it is, man. somebody makes a high profile video about something, that thing is expensive now. It's like I remember I was watching the Game Grumps and they were talking about how there's like a Game Grumps effect where if there's a certain obscure game they play, it suddenly becomes very valuable. They're like, yeah, man, you can't find a copy of Ribbit King anymore. And you know, I get it. I forgot about Dan's hot tub stream. Dan streams too, by the way. Lots of people here stream. It's great. Go watch everyone's stuff. They're all funnier than me. They all don't do that thing where they pull the attention off of the camera. They do it over here. Hot tube. Too hot for tube. Try to be as unfunny on stream as possible. Just have to make sure people know what they're getting into. It's like, yeah, you're not here to laugh. You're here to watch me code. Get it right. Oh man, the stream's almost done. Oh man. Apparently, Robo is not playing Link to the Past tonight. Instead, he's playing Forza Horizon, which is also a cool game, but it's not what I wanted. Oh, freaking guy. If I ever stream again, it'll be hilarious. I know, right? The funniest piano streams you've ever done seen. Yeah, we'll probably call it here in a little bit. Don't do the Nick Cage one. We don't need the Nick Cage model. You know what we definitely don't need is that hot dog Nick Cage that you put up the other day. That was not something anyone needed in their life. At all. You know what, y'all? This is a successful thing that I've started to make here. What is it? I don't know. My defense, you did not seek that. I was posting another. Okay. You still shared it with the class. Like the design I'm mentioning? Yeah. I mean, I said it at the beginning, that's sort of what I'm trying to do with all of these, is I want to get better at, like, fine detail, so that when I do try to make something fancy, I'll feel more comfortable with, like, doing, like little carvings and stuff like that. Alright, y'all. We'll call it a doohickey. A fine name. I think we're going to call it here. Thank you all for coming out and watching me cut this thing. Whatever it is. I'll go ahead and set us up to go raid Robo. From RoboRev streaming right now. Thanks for cutting wood. If you want to watch him play Forza Horizon 6, go for it. And yeah, it'll be a good time. As for me, I'm probably gonna go play more Final Fantasy 12. Let's be honest. So, yeah, thank y'all for coming out again. Appreciate it. We will be back on a video game on Thursday. And that's all I got. Have fun, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken. This has been me carving wood. And thank you for stopping by.